Is Wall Street buying up all the homes in America? If you're thinking about buying a home, you may find yourself interested in the latest real estate headlines, so you can have a pulse on all the things that could impact your decision. If that's the case, you've probably heard mention of investors and wondered, how are they impacting the housing market right now? That could leave yourself asking questions like, how many homes do investors actually own? Are institutional investors like large Wall Street firms really buying up so many homes that the average person can't afford one? To answer those questions, here's the real story of what's happening based on the data. Let's start with establishing how many single-family homes there are and what portion of those are rentals owned by investors. According to the SFR Investor, which studies the single-family rental market in the U.S., there are 82 million single-family homes in the country. But how many of them are actually rentals? According to the data shared in the most recent post, 68 million or almost 83% of these homes are owner-occupied, meaning the person who owns the home actually lives in it. If you subtract that 68 million from the total number of single-family homes, that leaves just about 14 million homes that are single-family rentals. But do institutional investors own all of those remaining 14 million homes? Not even close. Let's take it one step further. There are 4 categories of investors. The mom-and-pop investor, who owns between 1 and 9 homes. The regional investor, who owns between 10 and 99. The smaller national investor, who owns between 100 and 999 single-family homes. And then there's the institutional investor who owns over 1,000 single-family homes. These categories show that not all investors are large institutional investors. To help convey that even more clearly, here are the percentages of rental homes owned by each type of investor in this chart. As you can see in the chart, despite what the news and social media would have you believe, the green shows that the vast majority are not owned by large institutional investors. Instead, most are owned by small mom-and-pop investors like your friends or your neighbors. What's actually happening is there are people out there just like you who believe in home ownership. They view buying a home or even a second home as an investment. Maybe they saw an opportunity to buy a second home over the last couple of years to use as a rental to generate some additional income, or maybe they just decided to keep their first house rather than sell it when they moved up. So don't believe everything that you read or hear about institutional investors. They are not buying up all the homes and making it impossible for the average person to buy. That's just not what the numbers show. Institutional investors are actually the smallest piece of that pie chart. The bottom line is, while it's true that institutional investors are a player in the single-family rental market space, they're not buying up all the houses on the market. If you have any other questions about what you're hearing on the housing market, let's connect. That way you have an expert to give you to help you put everything that you read in context. Until next time.